Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back in another Madden 22 rebuild. In today's episode, we're going to be realistically rebuilding the Dallas Cowgirls. Nah, I'm kidding. Dallas Cowboys, I always call them the Cowgirls just for the fun of it. If you are a Cowboys fan, I'm not trying to piss you off. It's just a simple joke. Don't get mad and go, I'm disliking the video now. Shut up. Anyways, coach name, not going to the Super Bowl. I do think the Cowboys are arguably a top 3 team in the NFL now, though everyone's hyping them up to be a Super Bowl team. My Super Bowl teams above them, the Cowboys are definitely, I think, a divisional playoff team. And the reason why I say divisional and not conference championship is because the NFC is stacked. Packers, Rams, Buccaneers. You got the Cowboys, of course. Who was the other ones? I know I'm blanking on it. Cardinals is another one. I just don't think the Cowboys are going to be able to beat the Packers or Cardinals. Maybe beat the Rams because the Rams have been inconsistent as of late. But my top 3 teams in the league right now are the Packers at 1, then the Cardinals, then the Cowboys, and now the Rams. The Rams, I had at my number 1 team, but they've just been so inconsistent as of recently. So I'm just going to have to move them down to 4. So I personally think that the NFC just has like top 4 teams, top 4 best teams in the NFL. So not going to the Super Bowl. If it was an easier conference, yeah, I believe so. But with this kind of a conference and this amount of competition, I just don't think they can do that. And we're going to be trying to realistically rebuild the Cowboys here. I'm not going to be downloading a draft class because I just think it's just so unrealistic in my point of view, because it's like, who gets to determine the overalls of these rookies and then just say whether or not they're good or not, first of all. And second of all, it's just way too early to determine the draft, especially mock drafts and all that. So I'm just going to be rebuilding it the best I possibly can in realistic styles. And yeah, I'm just going to be doing what I can here, and I might trade away Zeke because his contract is terrible, but he's really good in Madden, so I don't know. Let's just get into the team. So this is what the team looks like offensively. O-line is great. They just have a lot of injury problems. La'el Collins and Tyron Smith especially. Ever since Travis Frederick retired, the team has honestly been on a decline. I know that sounds crazy to say. One center immediately makes them on a decline, but still. Zeke, in real life, if I was realistically rebuilding the team in real life, Zeke would be out of here because he's not a bad player. I'm not saying he's a bad player. But for this contract, he's being paid as if he is one of the best running backs in the league. This dude is not a top 5 running back. I can guarantee you that. He is not a bad player. He could be underrated because the amount of times that people call him overrated. His contract is just so terrible. Like, I don't want to pay any running back in the league $18 million a year. That is ridiculous. Unless you are Christian McCaffrey or Derrick Henry, you're not getting $18 million a year. But in Madden, if we are talking Madden terms, he is a freak in Madden, so I'm going to keep him. In real life, though, I would trade this man away. His cap penalty is ridiculous, so it would take a long time for me to trade him away. It's just stupid how much they paid him. Dak Prescott, he proved me wrong. 2 years ago, I said Carson Wentz was by far the better player. I still think that today. I still think Carson Wentz was the better player 2 years ago. Now, Dak Prescott, the way better player. 4th round pick, I do believe. Let me go check that real quick. I don't want to sound like an idiot. Yeah, he was a 4th round pick in 2016. Pick 37. Wouldn't that be the 2nd round? There's no pick 30. There's only 32. I don't know why it says pick 37 in the 4th round. That doesn't make sense. 2 Pro Bowl appearances, 1 2016 offensive rookie of the year. Offensively though, I want to trade away Michael Gallup. I know it's already further enough in the season. The trade deadline has already passed in real life, and Michael Gallup will most likely end up hitting free agency. But I'm not going to allow that to happen here. I just don't need him. We don't have the money for him. Who's a team that like desperately needs receivers? No. Colts. I think the Colts desperately need a receiver, and they don't even have a high interest. You know what? Falcons. Eagles. No, we're not trading within the division. Falcons. I think they could use one. What's a player that I really want from the Falcons? Kyle Pitts would be cool, but obviously not. Chris Lindstrom would be sick. I think I'm actually going to go Foyesade Oluokun here. I'm going to go Foyesade Oluokun and try and take their 3rd round pick from them. And it's not going to quite get that done. It's going to 4 and a 5 from them. Let's try and take that. No, 4. Let's go 4 and a next year's 5. Can we do that possibly? No, I'm just going to take their 4 from them. Michael Gallup gets me Foesad Oluokun and a 4th round pick. I think that's more than fair. I want a linebacker here because Randy Gregory. This right here. He is a good player in real life. He is a solid player. Never mind. Looking at his stats, he sucks. I thought he was a solid player. Maybe he could be doing pretty good this year. That's what I'm going off of. But, like, it's just not worth it, dude. $2.2 million. I'm not going to re-sign him by the end of this year. I want him off the team. I just don't need him because I'm going to move Parsons. I'm going to move Micah Parsons down to right end because in real life, he's playing as an edge rusher. He's playing amazingly as an edge rusher right now. So that is exactly why I do want Micah Parsons. So I think I will move him there right now. Wearing number 11 as a defensive end is kind of gross, but it is what it is. He's an 84 overall. He goes up 1 overall, I believe. LVE, I'm going to move to right outside linebacker. And then Keanu Neal, I don't think he's going to be on this team long term. So let's move LVE out here, right outside linebacker. I do like what we have right there. Keanu Neal is a left outside linebacker for us. Jermaine Kearse isn't bad. Kazi, I don't need. DeMonte Kazi. I think I'm going to do a package deal with him and Randy Gregory to get out of here with that. Jordan Lewis, he's not bad, but he's not good. He's just going to play a slot for now. Trayvon Diggs has been doing amazing this year. Has, I think, 8 or 9 interceptions so far. But he does blow a lot of coverage, believe it or not. He's a boom or bust player. If there's a guy saying, oh my God, he's the best defensive back in the league. No, he does give up a lot of yards sometimes. Either he gets the pick or he gives up like 20 yards. It's one of the two. He's not a lockdown player. He's a big boom player. Still not saying he's bad. He's a great player. Want to look into this. DeMonte Kazi, I don't need him. I'm going to trade him away along with Randy Gregory. It's just, they're so unnecessary. I don't need them. Does anyone have double interest in either of these guys? I don't think DeMonte Kazi will. Randy Gregory, Saints. Anyone of high interest to me? I would love Marcus Williams. I just don't see that as being realistic. Same thing with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I would love to have him. I just don't see it as realistic. Eric McCoy would be sick. Just not realistic again. I'm trying to make it a realistic rebuild, and I don't think it would be. So, can I get the first round pick out of the Saints for him? No. Give me your 2, 3, and try on a 4. Let's try and get all 4 of them. Okay, not that especially. And wow, that goes through. Okay, DeMonte Kazi and Randy Gregory gets me the Saints 2 and their 3. So that completely works for me. This is what the team looks like so far. I like what we have. I just wasn't going to re-sign Michael Gallup. We just don't have the money for it. And yeah, everyone else here looks pretty sick. I'm going to try and get a different tight end than Dalton Schultz in free agency if I can. He's doing great in real life. In Madden, no, not it. Brian Poole. I actually want Brian Poole here. I don't have a lot of depth at DB. That'd be sick if we can get him, which we did, obviously. I don't have a left guard. I'm not going to take him, though. Carl Joseph. I don't need him. Henry Ruggs is here. He's in jail. I don't want anyone else here. I'm good with that. Anyways, guys, apart from that, thank you guys so far for getting this far in the video. If you guys have already, I can't believe I'm thanking you guys for that. I'm an idiot. I don't know what I was trying to say. Either way, let's just go into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 3-3, top of the division, and the Vikings are 5-1 somehow. Okay. Choose the draft class. I don't like how the CPU just didn't automatically already do that. That's kind of irritating now that we don't have many players scouted anymore. Scout college players. Nothing else here that I want to look at, so let's just look into the negotiations here. And Foesad Oluokun, just got him. Of course, I want to sign him back. And he will resign. That's great. Brian Poole, I don't know. Leighton Vander Esch, I do want back. Yikes. That's a pretty big deal, but I still will keep him on the team just because of his age and development. Dalton Schultz is a no unless he can get a dub of Jermaine Kearse, no. Malik Hooker, that's a really cheap deal. I'll take that for sure. That's an extremely cheap deal. Keanu Neal, just no. He won't progress past. He might get to an 80 overall, but I highly doubt he'll even make it to an 80 overall throughout this rebuild. Connor Williams, I don't even know if we'll have the money for that. I might re-sign him if he gets like a 76 overall, but I don't know. But anyways, guys, apart from that, it is time to move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, here to face the Atlanta Falcons. Wow, okay. So, Michael Gallup faces a former team, and Foyesade Oluokun faces his former team, as we are 12-5, top of the division. That's what I expected from the Cowboys. Looking into the stats and awards here, Dak had a great year, third best offense in the NFL. Defensively, 20th. That's kind of what I expected. Dak, second place for league MVP. As a Ravens fan, it makes me happy to see Lamar gets 2 MVPs. Still, 42, almost 4,300 yards, 41 TDs, not even double-digit interceptions. Great year for Dak. Probably going to be an X factor. Zeke, exactly what I was saying. So, he's a freak in Madden. In real life, he's up and out of here. But in Madden, I'm going to keep him just because he's a freak. 1,600 yards, 13 TDs, 5.2 average. Amari Cooper, 1,300 yards, 10 TDs. Cedric Wilson with 1,000 yards and 9 TDs. I'm glad we have, as Bengal would say, I just finished watching his Cowboys rebuild, by the way, which kind of inspired me to do this. He calls him Harry Potter. So Harry Potter got that much. CD's nuts got 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns. Dalton Schultz did pretty good as well for a tight end. And wow, he's probably going to get a dev up. And maybe CeeDee Lamb, since he had double-digit touchdowns, yeah, probably going to get a dev up as well. Very good receiving-wise. Keanu Neal, 131 tackles. Could get superstar. Leighton Vander Esch, 124. Brian Poole, where's Foyesade Oluokun? Only 34 tackles? I guess he wasn't a sub linebacker. That's the problem. I need to adjust that. 24 tackles for a loss and 14.5 sacks for DeMarcus Lawrence. I usually hate DeMarcus Lawrence whenever I'm rebuilding the Cowboys because his contract is terrible, but he does really good in the simulation. 14.5 sacks. Micah Parsons, 12 sacks and 14 tackles for a loss. Amazing rookie year. Interceptions, 3 for Keanu Neal and 3 for Jaron Curse. I keep calling him Jermaine Curse. I just realized that. Jaron Curse, my bad. 1 safety for Micah Parsons, 1 safety for Jaron Curse. Keep calling him, I can't believe I called him Jermaine this entire time. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm sure it's not. Let's see if we can beat the Falcons in the divisional round. I'm sure we're just a first-round exit, as Madden always gives us. No, we're not. 28-17. Let's see if we can beat the 12-5 Seattle Seahawks. They got Russell Wilson. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost. We beat them 28-13. Buccaneers versus Cowboys. Let's see if we can beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to move on to the Super Bowl in year 1. Oh, well, that's not rebuilding the team if you win the Super Bowl year 1. I made some trades. I did my own thing. I didn't let the CPU take care of it all. Anyways, let's get into this game against the Buccaneers. So here we are in the first quarter, 0-0, 3 minutes left, and it's scoreless first quarter, but 7-0 in the second quarter, 7-7 now. 10, I was about to say 14. 14-10 against the Cowgirls. 13-17, what's happening? Oh my gosh. 24-13, where it's not looking good for us. Come on, drive down the field. 16-24, come on, Dak. Let's go, 24-24. Don't choke, 27-24. 27-27, overtime. Let's go. The comeback. Let's go. The comeback by Dak Prescott. I think we were down 13-24 or like 10-24 at one point. Tom Brady isn't the most clutch QB. Oh, no, it wasn't the comeback by Dak. Dak had a shitty game. 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 24 of 42. Ew. Zeke had a shitty game. How did we score? It was our third string running back and our second string running back that got us 2 touchdowns. Did we get a bunch of... Hold up. Did we get a bunch of defensive touchdowns? Give me the Cowboys defensively. Did we get interceptions? 1 interceptions for Jordan Lewis. Did we get a pick 6? Is that what it is? How did we get so many points? That's confusing. Okay. And here we are in the Super Bowl against the league MVP, aka Lamar Jackson. Wow. Okay, we are 12-5. As a Ravens fan, 6th Super Bowl this would be, by the way. Let's look into the roster, see if there is any develops. Please give me Dak. Please give me Dak. How are you going to tell me he does not get X Factor? I want to force this so bad. I want to forcefully give him X. That's so stupid. Second in the race for MVP, and he's not going to get an X Factor. Yeah, screw you, EA. Cedric Wilson gets star dev. Thank you, EA. Surprised that CeeDee Lamb didn't get superstar. That kind of pisses me off defensively. DeMarcus Lawrence gets his dev up. Keanu Neal gets a dev up. Still not going to re-sign Keanu Neal. Micah Parsons, how does he get 12 sacks rookie year and then not? And then you're going to tell me, please, I'm sure he just won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Don't tell me he doesn't. He just won Defensive, I'm giving him Superstar Dev. Yeah, cry in the comments. He wins Defensive Rookie of the Year, gets 14 tackles for a loss, and 12 sacks in a season. And you're going to be like, yeah, he gets Star Dev, and that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Shut up, dude. I'm forcefully giving him Superstar. Cry about it in the comments, dude. Cry. Like, that's the dumbest thing in the world. He just had an amazing season. You're going to be like, yeah, Star Dev is good enough for him. No, not at all. Not at all. Like, how are you going to give Keanu Neal Superstar Dev, but not Micah Parsons? Specialist, first of all. Well, yeah, this is why Foasad Alucon wasn't doing that well. I'm going to move him up there. Neville Gallimore, I want to move up to rush defensive tackle. I should have adjusted this before the season started. God, I'm an idiot. But, yeah. Other than that, guys, let's see if we can beat the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. It's already considered a successful rebuild because we've already made it to the Super Bowl. All you have to do is make it to the Super Bowl, and that's what I can count as successful. So let's see if we can beat the Baltimore Ravens. Here we are in the first quarter as it is 0-0. Now 7-0 against us. Baltimore's up 14-0. Okay. So win or lose, I'll be happy as a Ravens fan. But for the sake of this rebuild, I can't be biased. 3-17, we're getting whooped. Okay, 3-24, we're getting trounced really badly. 17-24, this comeback. It's ridiculous. Oh, he couldn't pull it off this time. Oh, and we're going to lose to the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. That is unfortunate. Okay, he couldn't pull off the comeback this time. Patrick Queen is stunned. Wow. That is really unfortunate for us, but still. Yeah, Dak just sucked again. Dak, 1 interception, 0 touchdowns. Lamar was a better passer than Dak. Wow, what a terrible game from Dak back-to-back. Anyways, let's just get to the offseason. Here we are in the offseason as Lamar wins MVP. Lamar wins Super Bowl MVP as well. And it's not showing the defensive player, no, the defensive rookie of the year is saying it's J-OK for the Browns, even though I literally just saw the awards. He got 2021. I guess that's for AFC. Let me look. NFC. Yeah, Micah Parsons wins it for the NFC. AFC J-OK wins it. Okay, still, I won Defensive Rookie of the Year for the NFC. So I'm keeping Micah Parsons at superstar. Cry in the comments. Anyways, weekly awards, scout coach players. Let's just simulate to the next week. We are in negative cap room now. We're not going to be able to re-sign Connor Williams or anyone else on the team, including Keanu Neal. I just said Keanu Neal. I highly doubt he'll make it to an 80 overall by the end of this rebuild. I think he's already like a 78 overall. So I might be a little bit wrong there. Let's see the NFC West. No, we're the NFC East. My bad. Are we? Yeah, we're the NFC East. Apparently nobody retires in our division. I don't know how I forgot that. And, yeah, looking into the renegotiations here. Brian Poole, still an 80 overall. 82 with morale. I can't re-sign him anyway, so it doesn't matter. Dalton Schultz, no. I can't even re-sign Cedric Wilson. No. I can't have Harry Potter. No. That's upsetting. Anyways, guys, since we don't even have any money to be in free agency, let's just simulate to the draft. Lonnie Owens, 91 speed, at least very fast. Not really the best first-round pick. We had a late first-round pick, normal dev. I don't really know how good that guy's going to be. I think I was iffy about him. Joe Farrell, hidden development tight end. Picked him in the late second round. Pretty good so far. Chuck McCain, hidden development strong safety. Another pretty good pick. I picked him in like the late third round, I believe. Let's look at it. Yeah, late third round. Anyways, guys, I'm just going to simulate that to the end of the draft now. Here we are after the draft, and this is what the team looks like. I'm gonna put this guy up. I believe he was like one of my second round picks. Does not seem to be too good, but Farrell seems great. Joe Farrell, 77 overall with the boost at tight end, but very good, very good. Defensively, my DBs, who did I pick? Owens, I think that was Lonnie Owens was my first round pick. I think terrible. McCain is going to be my starting strong safety just because he's young. Can I cut this guy? Yeah, I'll cut him. I just don't need you anymore. Everyone else here is just not that good. Money is this dude's last name. Money has to start at left outside linebacker. My boy's going to be money on the field. I hope he is. Yeah, let's see if we can actually get him a lot of reps and get him star dev. I think we could do that if we just move him up in the linebackers. Yeah, he's a 67 overall now. Let's move Cox out of there. Gallimore, let's move up. And apparently the CPU picked up a star dev or above running back. Okay, that's sick. 70 overall. And Richardson's going to play the slots. Defensively, this is what we're looking like. And I think Money is definitely going to be... He's going to be pretty good since his last name's Money, of course. I keep mentioning that. But let's change that depth chart and sub linebacker. Let's move him around. I think he can actually get star dev because outside linebackers progress insanely fast if you put them through the starting sub linebacker. Jabril Cox, Money. Let's put him there. Let's actually... Do I start him? Start him over... I'm not going to start him. Do I start him over? I'll start him over Foas Adelucon, boys. I'm doing it. I'm starting Money. Why not? Anyways, guys, it's time to move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are coming off a loss to the Lions, but we are 5-2, top of the division, here to face the 4-3 Eagles, and the winner of this game takes the division. That's sick. Breakout player. Let's see. Trayvon Diggs. Let's see if we can do that for the Eagles. So I'm just going to simulate that next week to see if we can do that really quickly. Advance the next week. Can we beat the Philadelphia Eagles, and can Trayvon Diggs get that superstar development? We beat the Eagles, and they only scored 14 points. Good news. Trayvon Diggs had a pretty quiet game out there. Really? Okay, that's unfortunate. But, yeah, let's look into the players ready to negotiate here. And we are going to have Tony Pollard. I would love to have you back. I don't even have money to re-sign anyone at all. Not even my kicker. That's so irritating. Very, very irritating. Let's try and... Like, this is my problem with Zeke, bro. Like, I love him in Madden, but God, it's irritating. I need to go to team salaries, not the depth chart. Let's try and see if we could cut anyone. Go to team salaries. Yeah, team salaries. And I already simulated to week 9, so I can't trade anyone. Zeke, Cooper. Let's go to the total. Prescott, Lawrence. Again, DeMarcus Lawrence is a problem, but he got 14.5 sacks, so I'm not going to cut him, of course. Zeke. Leighton Vander Esch is getting paid big money, but I already re-signed him, and he's actually doing pretty solid. Leo Collins, Fosa Lucon, Blake Jarwin. Blake Jarwin is a player that I don't want. Yeah, I have your replacement. I don't want you anymore. Malik Hooker, Micah Parsons, CD Lamb, Jordan Lewis. Yeah, now we're just getting into the rookies. Kelvin Joseph. Yeah, I won't take that penalty because I'll just lose money. I just don't need him. But still, I'm not going to cut him anyways. So let's just move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, making the playoffs, getting a first-round bye, finishing 14-3, coming off a big win against the division rivals, a.k.a. the Giants. And let's upgrade some players here, see what we got. And just let the CPU upgrade that. And yeah, we got a bunch of franchise staff points. I'll let the CPU try and handle that. And Dak Prescott, pretty good year, not an MVP candidate in my opinion. Let's see, 4th, okay. And by MVP candidate, I meant by like MVP, not like he wasn't top 10. Because obviously 8th passing yards, pretty good passing touchdowns. 4th best defense in the league. What was our offense? Hold up. We actually had the 4th best defense. Our defense got worse. It's about money, man. 3rd best offensive yards. And we had the 4th best defense. Zeke was a freak, by the way. 4th best defense. Let's see. 2nd most points scored. And what is this? Come on. 4th in points allowed. Wow. 4,300 yards, 36 TDs, 9 interceptions. Kind of a little bit slightly worse than last year, but still. Bryce Norton had a touchdown. Okay. Zeke with almost 1,700 yards, 20 TDs, averaging almost 100 yards a game. Very close. Tony Pollard had a pretty good season for a backup. 1,400 yards, 8 TDs for Amari Cooper. Parker Richardson, the rookie, was 1 yard shy from a 1,000-yard season, 8 TDs. CD's nuts had 9 TDs and 822 yards. Joe Farrell, pretty solid season for a rookie, tight end at least. Defensively, Fosa Adelucon with the most tackles on the team, tied with JD Money, baby. That's why you start him. Anyways, I'm not going to start that guy anymore. I'm going to make him my second string behind Leighton Vander Esch. Tackles for a loss. Neville Gilmore with 19. Sacks. 19 for Micah Parsons. DeMarcus Lawrence with 13. Osai Odozigawa, I think is how you pronounce it with A. I don't know how you actually pronounce that, but 19. He better have X Factor. I'm going to be pissed if he doesn't. JD Money with 2 interceptions. The dude's a freak, actually. 0 safeties. Come on, show me Defensive Player of the Year with Defensive Player of the Year. Parsons at 3. He better have an X Factor. I'm going to be heated if he doesn't, dude. Anyways, let's see who we're going to be playing in the divisional round. I'm sure we're just going to go in and out against the team that is in the divisional round. The Buccaneers. I'm sure they're just going to beat us this time. I'm sure Tom Brady has had enough of our crap. And yeah, we lost. No surprise. Not a first round exit, but just in and out. Very upsetting. Anyways, guys, it's time to move into the offseason. Here we are after the Super Bowl, and the Buccaneers once again beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. No yearly awards for the Cowboys. And it's so hard not to call them the Cowgirls by accident. I've restrained myself like 5 different times during this rebuild. I'm sorry, Cowboys fans, if you're getting pissy in the comments. Dak Prescott now gets Superstar X Factor. That makes no sense. Why? He's 4th for MVP this year and 2nd last year, and he didn't get... Okay, sure, man. Sure. Joe Farrell only has star dev. I'm fine with that. He's already progressing way better than Dalton Schultz, and he's already a lot cheaper. Conor McGovern is our left guard now. Interesting. Wait a minute. Richardson? Oh, how did he not get star dev? The dude had a great rookie year. Could have at least get him star dev. Money, baby. Money has star dev. Let's go. He's up 3 right now, so that means, yeah, he's a 69 overall without the boost. Nice. Money, baby. He was actually really good. He had 108 tackles. McCain is pretty solid, and Gallimore, I do still want starting. Who is this guy? He's still pretty solid, but Gallimore I still just want starting because he has a better dev. And yeah, Micah Parsons now has Superstar X Factor. I don't want momentum shift with a team of only 1 X Factor, please. Do that. Marcus Lawrence somehow didn't get X Factor, even though he still had a pretty good season. He had like 13 sacks. And apart from that, guys, let's see who we have to re-sign. And I don't think we will be able to re-sign anybody. We have to re-sign Greg Zuerlein and Tony Pollard, and we won't be able to because Zeke and DeMarcus Lawrence contract and Dak's contract and Amari Cooper's contract and our offensive lineman's contract are stupid. This is really dumb. But, yeah, Tom Brady retires after that Super Bowl win. That would not happen in real life. NFC East, Jason Kelsey retires, so that's pretty good for us for the division. And looking into the players ready to negotiate, regardless of how much I want them. Like Greg Zuerlein, I wouldn't even re-sign. Wait, can I have Tony Pollard back? I would love to. I would love to have you back. I don't care if it's a wise decision or not. I love that. Great, Tony Pollard is back. I personally think in real life, Tony Pollard is better than Zeke. Zeke is not bad, but for his contract, he's not good. Okay, and yeah, anyways, guys, apart from that, we don't have any money for free agency because I just re-signed Tony Pollard, so let's just skip to the draft again. Jamon Booker? Jamon, I think is how you pronounce it. Jamon, 92 strength, hidden dev, 6'4", 342 pounds, freak, pass block power B, run block finesse C, pass block is C. Looks pretty good. He's going to be my first round pick. Gonna replace Conor McGovern probably. So, pretty good in my opinion. Jamel Laurie, or Lowry, however you want to pronounce it. 93 speed, hidden dev, defensive back, 6'3", 187. Quite the slender build, but still very good. Here we are after the draft, and it looks like Booker is a 72 overall without the boost, but since we have the boost for the entire rebuild, I'm just going to call him a 73. Hidden development, looks pretty good. This guy isn't even bad. Tyler, yeah, he looks pretty solid. I'm going to keep him throughout the entire rebuild. Offense looks great. Defensively, though, it looks like the CPU drafted this defensive tackle. Cool. And where's my hidden dev DB? Let's cut this guy. Is he not here? Is he just that bad? Did I pick like a 59 overall hidden dev? 67 overall. All right. Let's see if we can try and play him in the slot at least. Will he pop up even? Gallimore will play here. Cox, I want money playing, baby. He was actually really good. I'm gonna have money play, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have him in the slot probably. Yeah, I'm going to have Laurie in the slot, or Laurie, I'm going to call him. Laurie in the slot. Money's going to play. Yeah, let's do that. Do this as well. And yeah, go to here, go to depth chart. Did I move my rush defensive tackle correctly? Let me look at that. Gallimore, cool. Sub linebacker. Money, baby. It's about the money. Let's go. That's just the meme of this rebuild, and he's honestly played really, really well. Slot DB. Let's see. Calvin Joseph, Caleb Beasley, Trayvon Diggs. Where is he? Move him there. Let's move him all the way up. See if he can get some reps in as our slot player. Not that good, but still. Time to develop these players, boys. Time to get into the third season. Let's move into the midseason. So here we are at the midseason mark as we are 4-3 top the division. Let's see the players we have to negotiate here. And Tyron Smith, definite comeback for him. Spread that out. Up the money. He's here. Okay, CD Lamb. Definitely want him back. Wait, hold up. Why do I not get a 5th-year option with him? It was a first-round pick. Why didn't I get that? That's lame. I'm giving him a 5th-year option. I should have got one. He was a first-round pick. That's stupid. I'm giving him I'm giving him a 5th year. I don't cry about it in the comments if you want to. He's getting a 5th year whether you like it or not. And let's see the other players that I need to negotiate. And Trayvon Diggs, yes, definite comeback for him as well. He wasn't a first-round pick, so yeah, I can't give him a 5th-year option. DeMarcus Lawrence, I do want back. That's expensive. I don't know necessarily. I got him. Jordan Lewis, I do want back for the time. Spread out his contract, up that money just a little bit. See if he resigns, and he does. Yeah, sure. I'll give you that contract. You've been pretty solid. And everyone else here, Gallimore, he's a 76. I just don't need him. So anyways, guys, apart from that, it is time to move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a 14-11 win against the Eagles to take the division, finishing 9-8 top the division. That's a realistic standpoint because the NFC East is always trash every year. Anyways, 10-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but we get home field advantage because we won our division. But let's look into the stats and awards here. Dak Prescott, just slowly declining every year. That's not good. I don't even think he's going to place top 10. He isn't. Oh, great passing yards, not good passing TDs. 5th best offense in the NFL, 7th best defense. Dak, 4,300 yards, 26 for 17 is not a good stat line. Zeke, 16 TDs, 1,600 yards, very consistent throughout this rebuild. CeeDee Lamb, 1,100 yards, 8 TDs, 7 TDs, and 1,100 yards for Amari Cooper. Parker Richardson, solid. Joe Farrell, solid. And looking into it defensively, Foles out of Lucan with the most tackles on team. McCain with 19. JD Money only 100. It's time to keep him at second string. Tackles for a loss, 16 for DeMarcus Lawrence. Sacks, 24 for DeMarcus Lawrence. That better be an X factor. Parsons, 13.5. Oh my gosh. And Osa is pretty good. Interceptions, 3 for Foles out of Lucan. Safeties on team, 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. That has to be Defensive Player of the Year. No way are you going to tell me that's not. Defensive Player of the Year, DeMarcus Lawrence. He has to set that record. Let me see that. Season for most sacks. Defensive sacks. DeMarcus Lawrence sets the all-time record in 2023. Glad I kept him around. I'm not going to whine about his contract anymore. Let's see if we can beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card, and we do. 35-21. Let's see if we can beat the 10-7 Arizona Cardinals to move on to the conference championship. Come on. We do. 35-28. Now the 13-4 San Francisco 49ers. Let's see if we can beat them in the conference championship. I'm going to hop into this one. 0-0 first quarter, of course. 7-0. Right off the bat, they got a pretty good opening drive. 7-7 against the Niners. We're at their home, by the way. 14-7 against the Niners. 14-13. 14-14 now. 21-21. 24-21. 24-24. Back and forth battle. 27-24. 27-27. 34-27, 34-34, 37-34, and we're going to beat the Niners to move on to the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott actually had a pretty good playoff game. 4/1. Very good. Joe Farrell, holy crap, had 116 yards with a TD as well. Rushing wise, Zeke was not that great. But yeah, let's get to the Super Bowl. Here we are in the Super Bowl against the Las Vegas Raiders, who are also 9-8, who have Tyreek Hill, by the way. It shows as a top threat. Offensively, looks like Booker only has star dev. That's normal. That's completely okay with me. Defensively, Money has superstar dev. Let's go JD Money, baby. That's too funny. Okay. This guy, we still don't know his development. That's whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Laurie only has star dev. That's fine. He didn't get a dev up. I thought he would for moving him into the specialist place. And Money, I'm gonna have to start Foes at a Lucan, Leighton Vander Esch over him. It was just a funny meme for a minute. It was nice. May, let's move up above him just because he's younger. And okay, no, I'm pissed. Okay. You're going to tell me this dude sets an all-time record and doesn't get Superstar X Factor. Go blow smoke up somebody else's ass, EA. Yeah, cry in the comments. I dare you. You're not going to tell me someone gets 24 sacks in the season and sets an all-time record for the most sacks in a season and doesn't get Superstar X Factor. Yeah, shut up. 24 sacks. You're just stupid if you disagree. You're genuinely dumb. 24 sacks and EA doesn't give him Superstar X Factor. What a joke. Anyways, let's get into the Super Bowl against the Las Vegas Raiders. So here we are in the Super Bowl against the Las Vegas Raiders. 7-0. That was a large rush. 14-0. 17-0. Okay, that was quite the beatdown. 17-7. 24-7. Beating down the Raiders, kind of like how the Ravens beat us down in year one. 27-7. Okay. Come on. 27-14. 33-14. 33-21, 36-21, and we slapped the Raiders in the Super Bowl. What a joke. What a joke of a team. I know 15 points isn't slapping. It's only 2 possession. It's only like a 2-possession lead, but at the same time, in the Super Bowl against another Super Bowl team, I expect a way better game. Derek Carr loses in the Super Bowl, and I think that was Henry Ruggs standing in the background there. Don't tell me that actually was. Go to receiving. Go to Raiders. That was Marquise Brown. Wait, no. Who was wearing 11? Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, and they have Marquise Brown. Wow, what an interesting team. 2 new speed demons now that the other speed demon was going 156 miles per hour. Anyways, we won the Super Bowl. Definitely a successful rebuild. Yeah, so we have still one more season. Let's just get into that. Here we are in the offseason as Ezekiel Elliott wins the Super Bowl MVP. DeMarcus Lawrence wins Defensive Player of the Year, sets an all-time sack record, and he doesn't get Superstar Dev. Ah, God. EA's quality game. Anyways, let's see the players that we have to re-sign. I don't think we can re-sign any other players this year. And let's also see the retirements. I wouldn't be surprised if DeMarcus Lawrence did retire after that kind of a season. Looking into it. NFC East, Brandon Brooks and Roger Saffold do retire. Okay, that's not our problem. Let's go. That's a massive W for us. Neville Gallimore, don't need. 77 overall. He didn't even make it to an 80 overall throughout this rebuild, which is pretty pitiful. Do I have money? Let's quickly just look at that. Chris Jones. I do. So that means this is the first time in the rebuild in the final season that we can actually spend it in free agency. Let's get to it. After free agency, we picked up DJ Reader, and we also picked up Marcus Peters as a second-string defensive back. DJ Reader's pretty good for us. Definitely going to replace Neville Gallimore by far. Pretty good free agency in my opinion, but let's just get to the draft. Michael Veal is going to be our first-round pick. 88 strength, normal dev. He picked a defensive tackle just because we don't really need much else on the team. Nick Hall, middle linebacker, 88 speed. Pretty quick guy, hidden development in the second round. Here we are after the draft, and apparently the CPU just picked up this stud tight end casually, I think in the 4th round, because I know for a fact I did not pick this guy up. What's his dev? Superstar X Factor tight end. The CPU just casually picks up a Superstar X Factor tight end. My bad. I didn't know. Like, what was his? Yeah, it was our 4th round pick. I simulated it after I picked my 3rd round pick, which is like a second-string middle linebacker. What? Okay, my bad, EA. I'll never judge you ever again. Now we have a Superstar X Factor fullback on our team. Team couldn't get any better. Hall is a 74 overall. It's the final season. I might as well just look at his dev. 6 feet tall, 234 pounds. What a build, dude. Looking into star dev. Okay, That's fine. Wow, the CPU picked a better player than I did. Superstar X Factor in the 4th round. Okay. Veal has 77 overall. That's actually a pretty good first round pick. Well, 74 overall, not counting the boost. That's still a pretty good first round pick. Really like this team. Better than ever. Really, really like it. Especially with money on the team, baby. The meme. Anyways, let's get to the playoffs because I don't need to be in the mid-season. We're not going to re-sign anyone. Let's get to the playoffs. So now here we are in the playoffs coming off a win to the Steelers as we are 12-5 here to face the 10-7 Carolina Panthers. Top the division above the 10-7 football team, 10-7 Giants, and 7-10 Philadelphia Eagles. Let's look into the stats and awards here. Dak Prescott, slightly better than last year, not good. 3rd best offense in the league, 8th best defense. 4,100 yards is great, but 29 TDs for 14 is not good. Zeke, freak. Oh my God, 1,900 yards, 25 TDs. Pollard, the 13 TDs. Holy. He didn't win MVP. Okay, let's see the most rushing touchdowns in a season. LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006. I didn't even know that. He tied Emmitt Smith. Wow, it's not even showing up on here that he has 25 TD. Oh, it is. McCaffrey just had the same matter. Oh, that's why McCaffrey won, because McCaffrey's better at receiving as well, and he had the same amount of rushing TDs, which is surprising. Leonard Fournette had 25 TDs in simulation. Okay, interesting. Cool. Zeke, again, freak, 5.9 per carry, too. 1,100 yards for Amari Cooper, 1,000 yards and 6 TDs for CeeDee Lamb. Great year for them, honestly. Defensively, Foasetta-Loucon, 139 tackles for a loss, 14 for DJ Reader, sacks, 13.5 for Micah Parsons, 10.5 for D. Lawrence, interceptions, 2 for Leighton Vander Esch, safeties, 1 for Micah Parsons, defensive touchdowns is 0. Micah Parsons was so good this rebuild. Same with Zeke, and same with CeeDee Lamb, same with Amari Cooper, same with DeMarcus Lawrence. Ridiculous team. I can see why they're so good in simulation. DeMarcus Lawrence shouldn't be this good in simulation, but he is. We beat the Panthers 38-31. I'm going to simulate to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to hop into any games. Let's see if we can beat the Cardinals in the divisional round. And we do. 42-14. Trounce them. Let's see if we can beat the Buccaneers. It's been a rivalry, this rebuild, to see if we can beat the Buccaneers. And we beat them 20-10 to move on to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to hop into the Super Bowl at all. Let's see if we can... 3rd time making it to the Super Bowl. 3 times successful rebuild here. Pretty good. We are 1-1 in the Super Bowl so far. Wow. It just amazes me how we have a superstar X Factor fullback, dude. So stupid. CeeDee Lamb did not get a dev up this entire time, which is ridiculous to me. How do you have 3... Like, they did it with Mike Evans. He had 3 consecutive... Well, I guess we didn't have 3, but he had, out of the 5 seasons he's been with Dallas, he's almost had 1,000 here. Out of the 5 seasons, he's had 3 over 1,000-yard seasons. Very consistent receiver, very consistent, and just no superstar, which amazes me. Zeke is a 99 overall. Like, dang, bro. Defensively, any upgrades? Money's still that. Wow, Hall did not even unlock his dev up. I think Leighton Vander Esch was already a superstar dev. I just never mentioned it before. But if he isn't, then he has superstar dev. Congrats. Our secondary did not develop at all throughout this rebuild in terms of like development trait, but in terms of overall, of course they did. So let's see if we can beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Not going to be hopping into it at all. Let's see if we can do that. And we lost. Wait, no, we won. 28-21. 28-21. Wow. We are 2-1 in the Super Bowl. Jordan Lewis wins Super Bowl MVP, and Coach of the Year is not going to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys Coach of the Year. Definitely more than a successful rebuild. Extremely great team. Anyways, guys, I thank you guys all for watching. Super, super sick rebuild. Absolutely love this way this team has turned out. Everything with it. There's a few features here and there that amaze me, especially our superstar X Factor fullback. But anyways, guys, I thank you guys once again all for watching. Tell me which team you would like me to rebuild next, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.